Hey there you guys, Next Gen Strike here back again for another review, and today we're going to be talking about Justice League: The Flashpoint Paradox, one of the most anticipated animated movies of the year, especially for DC fans. And might I say, it is pretty awesome. Now this is going to be a spoiler-free review, and I'll probably do a spoiler-filled review after this, but yeah, just to let you guys know, if you're worried, I will keep every little thing I can away from you guys so that when you actually see the movie, you're not spoiled or surprised. You know, nothing's ruined. So basically, this movie is about an alternate reality where Flash is no longer the Flash. Batman is no longer the same Batman. Basically, all the heroes and villains are a lot different in this movie, which makes it very interesting. I love alternate reality stories because they're always really fun. Now, the opening scene of this movie, it's actually really awesome. I really like it. It has a lot to deal with the Flash. It shows a lot of his villains. It shows a lot of his backstory, which is surprising. I thought I would just pretty much jump straight into the alternate reality, but it actually spends probably a good 5 to 10 minutes just in this. So that was pretty awesome. And, you know, then after that, time gets screwed up. You don't really understand why. And I thought it was a little bit strange how they did it, but I guess it kind of does make sense a little bit later on. But anyway, so yeah, there's actually not even any opening credits, I guess, because they only have so much time for these movies, because Warner Brothers or DC, whoever's like, okay, you guys can only spend this much time on this movie and that's it. So that's kind of what happens. But yeah, so this movie is about an hour and 20 minutes, I believe. Yeah, and there is an after the credits scene, just so you guys know. So do be watching for that, because it's kind of important, yeah. So yeah, so the movie, again, alternate reality, and I have to say, my favorite reincarnation of a character, like the alternate version, would have to be Batman. Batman's new reality in this is awesome. I mean, for a lot of people, this is like the complete opposite reverse of what Batman is, and it's just, wow. It is really cool. I really like what they did with Batman. Of course, Flash is the same, you know, because he is the only one that's actually the same, because he gets transported to this alternate reality and he's not the Flash anymore. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Cyborg is now pretty much like the Superman figure, and he's a lot more important than you would think he would be. I found that kind of odd, but then again, since I am reading the New 52, I know why they did that, but it's still kind of weird. While Superman is pretty much on the back burner in this movie, he is not very important at all, and he does not make a very big appearance, which is why he is not prominently featured on the cover, and he is a lot different in this movie as well. So yeah, basically the big premise of this movie, without spoiling anything, is Aquaman and Wonder Woman are having this big bow to the death feud, and it's pretty much taking the whole world it's pretty much like a world war, basically. You know, the Amazons versus the Amazons versus the Atlanteans, sorry. Yeah, and it's just like completely wrecking the world. Like, the world's in serious problems, and it's having its big issues, basically. So yeah, they're trying to fix all this, and Batman's like, I don't want to help you guys, I don't care. And you know, it's great. And Cyborg is pretty much Superman. So if you guys are wondering, yeah, he is pretty much the Superman of this movie. He's like the Boy Scout, the one that's trying to get everyone to work together. And Martian Manhunter is not in this movie, and if you read the New 52, you know why, because he's not a prominent Justice League member anymore, so that's why. Is there anyone else? Green Lantern, he is not very important in this movie. He is in it a little bit, but not very much. And is there any other members I'm leaving out? I don't think so. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I got all of them. So yeah, those are the main ones, and there are some really cool cameos from people like Lex Luthor, what's her name? Lois Lane, Deathstroke. Deathstroke is awesome. He's got the coolest cameo of anyone in this movie. I'm sorry. It was short, but it was awesome. I'm just saying. And even some of the, let's see, we've got the Tempest. We've got Aqualad from Young Justice in there, which is really cool. We've got Tula, which was Aquagirl. We've got Black Manta. We've got, gosh, so many characters. It even briefly shows the Joker, which is pretty cool. And this alternate reality is, wow. And speaking of, Batman's alternate reality storyline in this is so cool. That is the one. It's kind of a gripe. I wish they had spent more time on this, but I understand why, because this movie was jam-packed with things, which is a plus and a minus at the same time, just because they could not spend enough time as they needed to on all the stuff that was going on. So yeah, there's that, and the voice acting, I guess we should go into that. The voice acting was pretty good in this movie. Batman's was, I've only seen this movie once, so it takes me a little bit for the Batman voice to click with me. his voice was pretty good. Not the Kevin Conroy one, but the alternate reality Batman. Well, which, by the way, Kevin Conroy voicing the normal Batman is pretty cool little thing. But the alternate reality Batman, voiced by, I think, isn't it Kevin McKidd or something? I forget his name. But yeah, he's pretty good, but I feel like he could have done a little bit better. But that's just me. Everyone else is pretty good. And the art style, some people have been complaining about the art style. I've seen it. The art style is pretty good except for really 3 characters. Aquaman, he looks way too big. Way too big. Wonder Woman, her face is like tiny or something. I don't really understand that. And the other one, Superman. Yeah, that's who I was going to say. Superman. The normal universe Superman looks really weird. His face is kind of weird. I don't understand that. And the rest of them look pretty good, you know. Batman looks weird in a few shots, the normal universe one, but aside from that, all the Flash characters look really good because, you know, Flash and Zoom, they're like the 2 big characters aside from, you know, Batman, who's another really prominent character in this movie. And yes, this is the Flash movie. This is the Flash movie that everyone wanted. Even though it's called Justice League, the Flashpoint Paradox, because it does have the Justice League in it, Flash is the main character. So if you've always wanted the Flash movie, you know, because everyone else has had their own movie pretty much. So yeah, this is the Flash movie if you've wanted the Flash movie. So there you go. So overall, pretty good movie. I'd rate this up there with some of the higher up DC animated movies. I don't know if it's the best, but it's pretty close. Again, it's a little convoluted, and it does change, I think, a thing or two from the comic book. I haven't read it, but from what I've seen, I can understand that. So yeah, it's pretty good, and it's really violent, so be prepared for that. Actually, it's more violent than the Red Hood movie, so yeah, get ready. Get ready for that. So, yeah, overall, those are my thoughts on the movie. If you have any problems with this review, please be so kind to tell me below, because we all know from Where the Batman, people have had some problems with my reviews, and I will be doing that next, by the way. I'll be addressing that for those of you who've been complaining, so yeah, just don't expect miracles. Anyway, so yeah, I'll probably be doing a spoiler review after this and release it about the same time, so oh, and one more thing. Yes, I did watch this on the internet, but I will be purchasing it on Blu-ray. So yeah, just so you guys know, I'm not pirating this permanently. I am buying the Blu-ray like I do all the other ones. So yeah, overall, that's all I had to say. Catch you guys later.